Good morning and welcome back to the morning commute. Happy Friday, everyone. It is 72 degrees today and it is 5:32 in the morning. Thank you for tuning in. If you are just waking up, have a cup of coffee and let's enjoy the ride. I have, let's see, my second cup here. I had one earlier when I was cooking some breakfast, and I was just rolling up the burritos and getting my lunch ready. So yesterday I picked up a sub from Safeway, and that will make sure that I'm fed for lunch today. It's enough for several people even. And I was just checking gas prices and they still have not gone down. I guess I need to stop listening to the news again. So I think the lowest I saw was Arco for $3.29. And then over here at Love's is still around $3.50. I've seen Chevron for $3.70, and I have enough probably to last me for the day, but I need to fuel up, and I still didn't get the Sam's Club app activated on my phone or set up on my phone. So I have an oil change scheduled for this afternoon over here at Freeway Chevy, and I'm going to just drop it off, and it's actually scheduled for tomorrow morning, but I'll just drop it off so that they can get me in their queue if someone doesn't show up or they have some free time. However, I did check their prices, and for the transmission fluid exchange with filter replacement is $650 here, but at Midway Chevy, where I purchased this truck, it is $550. So I'm gonna call the service guy at Midway. I believe his name is Kevin, and I'll ask him if there's any way they can fit me in for the transmission service, and if they're willing to throw in an oil change while they're at it. It doesn't hurt to ask, and by going with Midway I'll be saving $100 versus locally. And I've been watching a lot of shows on how it's done. There's some that are saying that it's pretty quick and simple, but then there's a few that show that you need a 2x4 and one of those ratchet straps. And I'm thinking what they're doing is they're pulling down they're tugging on the exhaust so they can wiggle that plate out or the pan out. But I'm not sure how much the fluids themselves cost. Maybe I'll when I'm calling up to the dealer, I'll ask about parts themselves, just by themselves, so I can get a better feel of how much I'll save if I do it myself. But it's something I need to get done. I need a lot of work on here, but I keep putting it off. I need my motor mounts replaced, rear diff service, brake fluid exchange, transmission service, rotate and balance, alignment, oil change, shocks and struts, spark plug plugs with wires. But I mean, that's most of it you can do by yourself if you just have the patience and the time. And on the weekends I have time. So, and I kind of really want to go with dealer parts for the motor mounts, just based on what we've gone through with non-dealer parts with the motor mounts on the escapes. I don't know why I keep saying it. So I also need to get some quotes for my other son's. He needs the passenger motor mount and shocks and struts. So, and I think he's saving for those. And my other son, he is saving for his, I think he wants to redo his brakes again. I think on the 2017 we need to take it into the dealer and have them do a fluid exchange for the transmission. In the 2016, that one we need to take it to the Danny's transmission shop. That's where they rebuilt it twice, and have them just check the fluids and whatnot. It's pretty light today, which is good, and I may go down to the break room and get a donut. I'm not sure yet. I'm not 100% sure. I brought some bagels for the break room, and I didn't bring any schmear though. Yeah, let's check the traffic right now.
AEDs are up to date. Fire extinguishers are tested and inspected. Your floor mats are cleaned and delivered. And your workwear.
As the administration said.
If anything, this administration is trying to eliminate academic freedom. And frankly, the first order of business is convincing and threatening.
Helping, caring, supporting. Every day at APS, we're here to provide payment assistance programs to customers in need. We recognize how important it is to keep your bill as low as possible. Our energy support program offers eligible customers discounts of up to 25 or 60% every month. Pay down your bill with crisis bill assistance and other programs and resources. Learn how you can get help with your bill at aps.com/brighter.
Hey, it's Jess, co-founder of Bodify, your fat elimination experts. Ever felt like CoolSculpting was just too pricey to pursue? Well, listen up. The game has changed. CoolSculpting radically changed their pricing model, and we get to pass 100% of those savings directly to you. Believe me, this is huge. Trust the experts who have done
come from? Outspoken, Bruce and Gatos. We start up at 4.
5:42 now on Arizona's Morning News with Jim Sharp and LaDonna Harvey. And from the KTAR Business Center, Honor Health has opened its latest healthcare facility, Honor Health Medical Campus at Peoria. A roughly 100,000 square foot medical facility on the east side of Loop 101 and 83rd Avenue, north of Thunderbird, is a one-stop shop for a variety of services, including cancer care, primary care, physical therapy, medical imaging, and more.
Stock futures are, well, they're relatively flat, even though we're in the green by 157 on the Dow. S&P up 25, NASDAQ up 95. For more money news, visit the Business Center at KTAR.com.
KTAR News Flash.
At 5:42, this is what you need to know right now. Who should pay for renovations at Chase Field? That's the question in the legislature as the city of Phoenix considers redirecting the sales tax income at the ballpark to pay for the upgrades. Proposed state legislation would recapture $500 million in tax money to pay for them.
China this morning stepped up its side of the trade war, raising tariffs on American goods to 125%. This after the president did it by 145% yesterday. By one estimate, Trump's tariffs could cost households an average of $4,700 a year.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the Secretary of Health and Human Services, says he's initiated a research effort that will uncover the cause of what he calls the autism epidemic by this fall. He says the government will then be able to, in his words, eliminate those exposures. All of our top stories are just 15 minutes away. For more news, go to KTAR.com or the KTAR News app.
Now it's John Bowler live in the Valley Chevy Dealers Traffic Center.
All right, thank you very much, LaDonna. Still Friday light, however, sounds like they might have a stalled vehicle southbound I-17 right near Peoria. We have a DPS trooper trying to escort that car out of harm's way there, so heads up if you are coming southbound on the I-17. Eastbound I-10 inside the downtown area. Looks like we've got a traffic stop off on the left there, right at the HOV ramp at the mini stack. So heads up, that's causing a little bit of a curiosity factor. Westbound I-10 have a crash near Litchfield Road. It is off to the right, not slowing anything down, but we do have one closure this morning. Rural Road between Lakeshore Drive and La Jolla. It is shut down. That is affecting the overpass of the US 60. John Roller, KTAR News.
High today, 102 with a mostly sunny sky, partly cloudy skies over the weekend with a high of 101 tomorrow and 96 on Sunday. Weather's brought to you by Howard Aaron Plumbing.
You know, on a Friday morning, there are two almost.
All right, folks. You have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you are having fun. You have some plans for the weekend. I haven't heard from anyone regarding their planting out home. I got word that there were a couple rows of beans that were planted yesterday for our homestead, and we still have not finalized any plans for the boys to accompany us home to plant some corn in the front field. Last year we did the back with beans and corn. We did blue corn. And so this year we need to do some white. So just let us know when you are going to be planting and how much you're going to plant, what you're going to plant. And you guys have a great day. I think next weekend is Easter weekend, so there'll probably be a lot of people headed up north. I'm hoping we get Good Friday off. Check out this truck before we go. Nice truck. All right, thanks for tuning in. Have a good day.